Professor Adamu Huka Usman.
You are the...
I am the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Legal Matters, Research and Documentation. Wow. I thought it was just going to be a casual interaction with some of the Nigerian community here in Toronto. I came and made a different scenario, which beyond my expectations. And I'm really, really pleased. And honestly speaking, whatever we have done here, I will communicate to the President. We need you as you need us. So that's why I said the issues are two. What do you need from us? What do we need from you? So we all need each other. And I believe, God willing, this will begin a new relationship between we back home and you guys here. I'm also a diaspora and my family is here. I came here. I came here 2014. I left the family and went back. So time and time again, I do come here to see my family. In fact, I came here to be with them during Christmas.
Elections around the corner. As an essay to the president and support the president's law, what do you say now at this time moment?
Well, this is a threshold moment in Nigeria. It is a make or ma moment. We have been trying to reclaim Nigeria from the clutches of corruption. We have made serious inroads into reversing the trend of corruption in the country. For us and for the nation, those who think well for it, honestly speaking, we need another 4 years to be able to consolidate on the gains that have been made in the last 4 years. The destructive cancer of corruption is something that nobody either here or back home is happy with. And you people here, you even feel it more than people back home, because here your respect depends on what is happening back home. When you say you are from Nigeria, people tend to respect you more if the country is doing well. So it's very, very important to you as it is important to us. And that's why we'll be very happy if you can galvanize support for us back home, because you are not at home. But to galvanize support for us back home for Nigeria to move forward. We're already moving forward, but we have not gotten to the promised land.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. So, Pastor Sunday, do you have anything to say about today's event?
Yes, I just want to thank God for these days, that this day is happening. This was something that was never planned. I got information from the State House, from one of my friends, Dr. Waji, and that as he knows that I'm always there, I have the passion for the community, and that His Excellency, the essay to the Mr. President is here. So we spoke over the phone. Under 24 hours, this happened. Nobody had the knowledge of this. Nobody was aware before, but I believe God wanted it done. And it is needful for all of us to come and pray for this country, Nigeria, to come and pray for Canada. And it's very this coming election. And so we believe God very strongly that we ought has been displayed here. Even the Muslim community were able to join us for the first time in this country. And we believe that this platform will be for forever. That every year, 31st December like this, going into a new year, so we're going to 2019, we will continue to have this kind of a platform in a bigger way. In fact, His Excellency, Ambassador Adeyinka Aseku told me that we want it more bigger and bigger in the coming years. And that's how we believe it's going to be. So we wish Nigerian peaceful election, and we shall celebrate the new Nigeria in Jesus' name. And I want to thank His Excellency for honoring this from two invitations. As I remember when we were coming, he had to go and change his dress because he never thought he's going to be like this. But that's how God works. God is the God of His sudden. So we thank God. I want to thank God for the bishop. Thank for all my teams. Thank God for the NCA and the Muslim community. All of you, I want to thank you so much. And we are grateful. And we give God all the glory for what took place here today. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency.
Before you go, I work in the Lagos University Teaching Hospital for 30 years before coming here.
Wow.
The last time I went there, the place is disarray. There is no clothing on the bed, no bed. They use a stick to hold something. That was the loot that I saw 2 years ago. I don't know what the presidency is doing about this. We are going abroad for health care. There is nothing going on in Nigeria as per the health care. Can you say something about
That's very important. There is this a particular group headed by my good friend from Lagos. They are partnering with GE, General Electric, in the health sector, because honestly speaking, the neglect over the years is beginning to manifest itself. The health sector is one of those areas. So there is this program, the package, which they pass through my office under the research component of my office. So I did a memo for the president. There is a crying need to intervene in the health sector because health and education, they are just like at par. So we need to really do something in that sector. You even saw what happened in that hospital in I think Anambra, where a mortuary was born. If you were watching, so all these things they are happening. But frankly speaking, the president is very passionate. Being himself also not, he has to go outside for medical care. But there is so much to be done. You can only do one at a time.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
and a Jewish man, a high priest. And Jesus told that story about a man that was beaten by thieves. And then the person who actually took the man was a Samaritan, and Jesus was asking the question, so who do you think is his neighbor? And the answer was the one that took care of him. To exist together is one thing that we must all strive for. To dwell together in peace, to respect one another. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call His Excellency, the Senior Special Advisor to the Nigerian President, Prophet S.K. Usman. Would you please put your hands together as a country?
Yes, I am privileged and deeply honored to stand before you this morning to say one or two things to you. Honestly speaking, what I was expecting, what I have met surpassed my expectation. One casual kind of meeting. Here am I confronted with very serious business. I appreciate. Quickly, because I understand we have some time issues. Quickly, the president, that is the Nigerian president, who I am a special assistant to, ran on three things: security, economy, anti-corruption. These were not randomly picked. They were picked on the basis of a serious appreciation of the life issues confronting the country. In the last 3 years, or getting to 4 years now, that he has been in power, he has assiduously and strenuously strived to achieve these objectives of his government. And even in the next level that we are going to go into, these issues will still be in the front burner because they have not completely gone away. For those of us who have been in Nigeria, we knew the security situation when he came in. In fact, when we were coming, we were having some talk in the car on that issue. And in fact, it was the security challenges in that country that sent some of us back into this place. And at this point, we thank Canada. We thank the Canadian for doing a good work to our people who in time of need were welcomed in this great country. We thank you. We have a lot of areas we are going to cooperate on. Like the MC, the anchor man has said, somebody said here, two similarities between Nigeria and Canada: population and land mass. Population is something, land mass is something. These two things combined together, married with each other, will make for the greatness of these two nations. Now, economy. One of the things the president ran on is struggling to tackle. And we can see fronts where a lot of success has been recorded. From road infrastructure to rail lines to housing, government has posted achievements, enormous achievements, even at a time that resources were very, very scarce. Even at a time that oil revenues were not coming in the way they used to come in, but because of the management of of the scarce resources, we are seeing a lot of achievements being recorded. The TSA, which the government anchored, that is the single treasury account, has been able to bring in so much, and you can see visibly from any part of the country, you can see the achievements that the government is actually posting. The president himself, since he came into power, has been on half salary, something not common in that area. The president, by popular acceptance, is an incorruptible man. And that is what has really helped us move forward. Now, corruption is a major problem, particularly to those of us coming from that area. And if you are lucky at a particular point in time to find somebody who is not going the common way, the popular way, is a blessing to the country. And we believe that we are here to be given 4 more years. A lot will be done to really stabilize the country and move forward. We have, like he has always said, we have no other nation we can look up to but this particular country. Now, my main idea of being here, there are 2. 1, what can you people do for us back home? 2, what can we back home do for you? So, at some level, not at this sitting, we are going to talk on those things. Just to mention them here standing. What can you do for us? What can we do for you? We need to save Nigeria. Nigeria is at a very critical juncture. In fact, Nigeria is where the US was in 1884. When, you know, corruption was the main thing. The election of that year was determined by who among the 2 candidates, Democratic and Republican, who by track record can better salvage the country. Now, Nigeria came to that point in 2015, and happily, Nigerians made the wise choice. And we believe in 2019, they will consolidate that particular choice. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, Your Excellency. And we are actually looking for
negotiations in April of 2013 in Abuja, in Nigeria. Does anyone know where Abuja is? Yes. That was completed in April 2013 in 1 month. FIPA, I didn't tell you what FIPA is. FIPA was very significant. It was a Foreign Investment Promotion and Protection Agreement. It was really a free trade agreement between the 2 countries. I find it interesting that Stephen Harper and his team and the Nigerian team were able to complete this in 1 month in April 2013. You compare a story that we know very well from this past year. When I say this past year, I mean the year we're in, 2018, in the news. The renegotiation of an agreement that was already there. The Canada-US Free Trade, NAFTA, whatever it's called now. It has a new name, I forget what it's called. But that process to renegotiate an agreement that was already there took a whole year. It was like endless. We had our officials going down to Washington every week of the year. We finally did it, but Stephen Harper did the same thing with the Nigerian FIPA agreement in 1 month, in April 2013 in Abuja. Well, this was a bilateral agreement. It was intended to provide greater predictability and certainty for Canadian investors considering investment opportunities in Nigeria. So predictability and certainty, and really that's what we need. That's what was needed. That's what I wanted to address today, is ways that we can improve relationship between Canada and Nigeria. both in terms of friendship, that's the basic thing, and the economy. And as we know, those two things go hand in hand. So we're in 2013. First, let's go forward a little more, just to last year. That is 2017. And at that time, Canada was, well, at least Nigeria was Canada's largest bilateral merchandise trading partner in sub-Saharan Africa. And we're now, of course, under that PIPA agreement. And trade is starting to rise dramatically. Trade in 2017 totaled $1.47 billion. And imports, $1.04 billion. The Canadian exports, when I say exports, I'm talking about exports from Canada. The big exports we look at are wheat, manufacturing equipment, software, aircraft, and cars. In 2011, Canadian direct investment in Nigeria totaled $36 million. That's not a lot of money, only $36 million in 2011. Now we're at $1.47 billion. And this is what happened. We've seen dramatic growth under the PIPA. Back to kind of my personal story and forwarding to this young man who came to Canada in 1988 at the age of 4. So now, fast forward 30 years, he's about 34. His name was Isaac Olawafale. I don't know if you know that name? Yes. He could be here this morning, but I don't think he is. I don't think he is, but he's a wonderful man who's achieved amazing things in Canada, especially in the areas of entrepreneurship and real estate. He's been a great motivator to many people. So he was to be our
be able to plant 2 churches of the Redeemed Church of God in that island. And also we moved from there, I left to Jamaica, then we come to Canada. We came to this country 5 years ago, and to the glory of God, we have been able to establish the Redeemed Church of God 7 establishments. These are both in university. We have one in York University, one in Trent University, and also have in another county, Petergo, and here. And also, the Lord crowned it by helping us to have the first when there be service for the Redeemed Christian Church of God. That was the first time that we moved out of our ways, out of our community service, to another community. To God the glory, God the glory. So this, my wife has always been there for me. That's why I want you guys to just help me to appreciate her. Besides that, I was a convert. Through my wife, I gave my life to Jesus. Amen. So I would like to welcome every one of us to this place. His Excellency, the Senior Special Advisor to the Nigerian President, Professor S.K. Usman. His Excellency, the Nigerian Ambassador to Canada, Ambassador Adeyinka Olatokunbo Asikun. His Excellency, the Investment Advisor, National Policy Committee of the Conservative Party of Canada, Mr. Bill Oxley. Member of the Christian and Islamic community and all other key stakeholders of Nigerians and the Canadian government. I stand today to express my profound gratitude to God for making this prayer meeting a reality. Nigeria and Canada share very similar democratic attributes. First, Nigeria is widely recognized as the largest black nation on earth. On the other hand, Canada is rated as the second largest country on the earth in terms of land mass. More importantly, both countries occupy strategic social, economic, and political positions in their respective continents, and for many years have engaged at different levels of diplomatic relationship. The Nigerian government has been at the vanguard of promoting regional peace within the African continent, and in recent times, the President Buhari-led administration has played big broader roles in facilitating political transition in countries like Gambia and Zimbabwe. Further, Nigeria being a country with enormous potentials, and one of that has been ranked as the largest economy in Africa, and has been committed to repositioning ourselves as a leading player in not just the economy of Africa, but also on a global scale. To do this, the President Buhari-led administration in recent times has made enormous progress in Nigeria through the construction of roads and rail infrastructure across the country and the reduction of corruption. Two key achievements among many others that have repositioned Nigeria among the easiest nation on earth to do business. However, the attainment of this strategic objective has also been fraught with numerous challenges, and it is against this background that it has become critically important to gather together and pray for this great nation. On the other hand, Canada, with our immense contribution to the economy of North America, particularly in the North America Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, and also to the entire world, has continued to experience tensions in our political space in recent times. These tensions have impacted the Canadian economy and other areas of our social political performance, impacting jobs, welfare packages, immigration, and other critical components of the Canadian society. Given these backgrounds, there is no better time to bring together all concerned stakeholders from the Nigerian and Canadian Christian and Muslim communities, and in the spirit of unity and oneness, pray for both nations. We have come together to pray because we believe in the power of prayers. I am therefore confident that as we have come together today to unite and pray for Nigeria and Canada, both nations shall continue to experience peace. Amen. I want to hear amen to that. Amen. Prosperity, amen. Progress, amen. And sustainable business, amen. And political collaboration that will advance the interests of both nations. God bless Nigeria. God bless Canada.